My name is Kenji Takahara, and for over 12 years, I've investigated reports of paranormal activity throughout Japan. Most cases have simple explanations: a drafty hallway, a neighbor's pipes, grief mistaken for something else. But every now and then, I receive a case that refuses to be explained away. A few weeks ago, an email arrived from a woman named Emmy. She had inherited her grandmother's house and, with it, a room on the second floor that had been locked for decades. Her grandmother never permitted anyone inside. She never explained why. After she died, Emmy began experiencing things. The email ended with a simple request: "Please help me."
Emmy, I'm Kenji Takahara. I came after reading your email.
Thank you for coming. I really need help. Whatever is happening in this house is driving me crazy. I don't have anywhere else to go, and I can't afford to move.
I understand. Tell me what started all of this.
My grandmother raised me here after my parents died. There was always one rule: never open the room upstairs. I was never allowed to touch the door. Whenever I asked about it, she would get upset and tell me to leave it alone. After she passed away, I started hearing noises coming from inside that room. At first it sounded like footsteps, then knocking, sometimes crying. I thought someone might have broken in, so I called the police. They forced the door open and searched the room. Nobody was there, nothing was inside. But after that, everything changed. Footsteps every night, doors opening by themselves, whispers moving through the house, and sometimes...
Sometimes what?
I would see a woman standing at the end of the hallway.
I'd like to take a look at the room. I'd prefer you stay downstairs. I want to be alone in here for now.
Okay, be careful.
I'll be fine. My name is Kenji Takahara. I'm not here to harm you. If someone is here, if someone has been trying to make themselves known, I want to understand why. If you're here, I need you to give me something clear. A sound, a movement, anything. Was that you? I know this room means something. I know something happened here. Who are you? Are you trapped here? This room belongs to you, doesn't it? I understand now. You're not trying to haunt this house. You're trying to leave it. I'll come back.
The presence inside the room felt connected to something in the past, something that had been buried for a long time. I asked Emmy if her grandmother had left behind any old photographs or documents. She returned with several dusty albums. I sat at the kitchen table and went through them slowly, page by page. Most were ordinary: festival photographs, school portraits. A younger version of the grandmother is standing in the garden, smiling in a way she probably stopped smiling not long after. One photograph had been removed. I could see the faint adhesive shadow where it had been, a rectangular ghost at the center of the page. Someone had taken the trouble of cutting it away rather than simply leaving it. I told Emmy I would take the albums and return the next day. That night, I went through the archives, newspaper records, old school registries, and a local history database I've used for years. It took several hours, but eventually I found what I was looking for. A brief article, 43 years old. A 17-year-old girl named Yuki. She had endured years of relentless bullying before she could bear it no longer and took her own life in her bedroom. I checked the family name. It matched. Yuki was not a stranger. She was Emi's aunt. That was when everything made sense. The room had belonged to her. After her death, the family sealed it and never spoke of her again. The following morning, I returned to the house.
Did you find anything?
I did. I think I know who is haunting this house.
Who is it?
Her name was Yuki. She was your aunt, your mother's older sister.
My aunt. I never knew that.
Your family never spoke about her after what happened. The room upstairs belonged to her.
What happened to her?
She suffered severe bullying in school. Eventually, she took her own life inside that room.
So that's why it was never opened.
Yes. It wasn't locked to keep something out. It was locked to hide something painful.
What do we do now?
We remember her properly.
Together, Emi and I entered the room one final time. We placed family photographs on the desk, and at the center, one I had found in the archives. Yuki herself, in her school uniform, standing in the garden outside, smiling. We lit a stick of incense, and then, quietly, we prayed. That her pain had ended, that she had finally been found, and that she could now leave this house behind and find her way to whatever peace waited for her on the other side. A month has passed. According to Emi, the activity stopped the same night we sat together in that room. The footsteps are gone. The whispers have not returned. The woman at the end of the hallway has not been seen again. Emi has left the room unlocked. She told me she sometimes goes in to sit quietly for a few minutes, and that it no longer feels like a place to be afraid of. I think about Yuki often, about what it means to carry grief by sealing it away, to protect the living by erasing the dead, not understanding that the erasure is its own kind of wound. Sometimes the dead do not linger out of anger. Sometimes they stay because no one gave them a proper goodbye.